Over the years, the ministry operated a manual registration system that had several limitations. And after computerizing the land register, we could detect a number of issues. For example, multiple overlapping titles in some of our urban areas. In some urban areas such as Mukono town blocks were made to sit on the top of the original mile blocks when the urban centers were established during the colonial times in the 1950s. The town blocks were demarcated, disregarding the earlier existing original blocks, which led to the creation of overlapping titles. Hence, errors were created in the register. In line with the mandate, the ministry took it upon itself to clean and notify the community of what we had detected. On Block 190, Block 193, and Block 530, Chagwe County. We decided to take on this as a pilot to see how we can have a clean, authentic, and acceptable land registry in the country. I even informed His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, of what we were going to do in the ministry to rectify the errors that had been made previously. Multiple overlapping titles existed on the blocks I have told you in Mukono municipality, which were used by fraudsters to defraud members of the public, including financial institutions. And against this background, we had to halt transactions for some time on the above mentioned blocks. We undertook a cleanup exercise to rectify and clean the register. While doing this exercise, public notices were issued through newspapers, and the public hearings were also subsequently conducted, involving the landowners, all their representatives, and also those other people who were affected on the respective blocks. So a total of 1,237 titles were identified for cancellation, which has been done successfully on Block 190, 193, and 530. The land register of the above referenced blocks is now clean, and for the purpose, we want to communicate to the general public that the above blocks within Mukono municipality are now open for transactions. The Ministry of Lands and Urban Development assures the public that we are committed to attaining a clean national land register, and to that effect, we are also going to have blockchain introduced to make sure that our register is enhanced, made safe, but also very easy for members of the public to use. We want to see that we limit face-to-face interface, but also create an avenue or a system which is safer for everybody, but also which is very difficult to be tampered with. And we believe that the new technology of blockchain and artificial intelligence will help us to achieve what we are trying to do. The Ministry of Lands, with great enthusiasm, we appreciate the public for their patience during the cleanup exercise. We also want to appreciate the ministry staff, particularly Mukono Ministry Zonal Office, for their efforts towards this exercise, and the ministry's top management for always being there to support the team. That is our communication for today. I want to thank you so much for your kind attention.